Hi students, today again we are here, yet another video class which will be helping you to understand about the tables in Microsoft Word. A table is basically the place or a system in Word which keeps your data in a very row and column order, and that particular way, so that you can keep your data or you can see the data in a very systematic and nice manner. So a table is an arrangement of text in a row and column format. Basically it is a format in which you can set the data according to the rows and columns. You can use tables in Microsoft Word to present information in an organized manner. So whenever we are putting some data into our table, we can put our table in an organized manner. So if we are putting something in an organized manner, we need to learn about the table very properly. Okay. So what we need to know is we will have to understand that whenever we are performing with table, how it is being worked and what are the way of handling a such table over here. Okay. Now for example, an excellent way to present information about the activities and home allotted to the students is to use a table as I'll prepare just now. So I'll prepare one table with some few data into it. So suppose I am taking for making one table, for putting one table, we have to go to the insert menu. It's tab. It's basically right now it's tab. So insert tab. Now you can see the tables group where one table option is there. You click on that, and how many rows and how many columns you require, from here only you can judge. Suppose I need 3 or 4 such kind of columns where I will be using. So suppose I'll take 4 columns. Okay, one table with 4 columns. Now what to do? In this particular 4 columns, I will assign the data in a systematic manner so that you can understand that how the things are happening. Now see, I'll be putting one value as roll number. Okay, then you have to press tab, the next value, suppose admission number. Next, in the third column, if you want to go, you have to press tab again, and name means name of the student. Then suppose house, suppose I need to give some house. Now I'll press tab again. I'll come to just below the roll number. I'll put 1. Then in the admission number, suppose W hyphen 1 2 3, just a number. Then in the name, I'm suppose writing Abhishek suppose Das, and his house is suppose yellow. Now if I want to add more column, we can press tab and come to the next line, and we can add on like this. So I'll put some more data over here to suppose W hyphen, I'll put like 2 3 4, then suppose Vinay Roy is another name, and after that suppose Green. Again tab, roll number 3. In this way I'll put many data. In this way, suppose I can give any such data like 3-678, then Chandan Ghosh. Okay, and suppose he is in red. and 4. I have taken the 4 rows, so I'll be using W hyphen 891 and then suppose Ritesh Sharma. Okay, and he's house is suppose blue. Okay, so in this way we can enter record into the data and we can put some data into. So over here you have learned how to insert the table. So this is one way of inserting the table. Let us learn one other way of inserting the table. So if I want to insert one more table over here, so I'll click on insert. Then I'll go to table tab. Now from here, this is one option by which you can set your row and column. Also we can right click on insert table over here. Okay, in the insert table I can give number of columns and number of rows. Suppose I am giving number of rows as suppose 4, number of columns as 4, number of rows as 6. Now if I click on OK, you will see a table with 4 number of columns and 6 number of rows have already came. So this is the other way of creating a table. So in both the ways you can create the table, and if you want to add more rows at the last, go to the last cell and press tab key to insert a new row into the table. So this is a nice method by which you can insert your data into the insert one row into the table, and you can insert one table into your Word file. Now we have already learned another part of this particular table, that is we have learned how to put data into the table. You can see that I have created the table and I have inserted the data over here. Now this is one of the most important part, because inserting the data is sometimes if you don't know, then it will be a very uneasy for you to write the data into this particular table. So you can see that with the help of these arrow keys only you can move from one cell to another cell, and also if you want to move to the next cell, then you have to press tab to go to the next cell. So you can see I am pressing tab and I am moving to the next cell. So this is the way by which you can enter the data. Now we are coming to the most important part of this table, which will be highly required whenever you are doing some work in this table. First of all, we will learn today about modifying tables. How to modify tables. These modifying tables are having 6 things, means 6 ways by which you can modify the table. First one is adding a new row. Next one is adding a new column. Deleting rows and columns is the third one. Splitting cells is the fourth one. Merging cells is the fifth one, and resizing column width and row height is the sixth one. So today we will be only doing the first 3 things, that is adding a new row into the table, and number 2, adding a new column into the table. That first we'll learn to add a new row and a new column into the table, and then we will learn deleting rows and columns from the table. So for such kind of work we need to have one table which I have already made. This is your table. Let us delete this particular table from here. Now this is your table. Now how to add a new row into the table? We can add a new row from different way. See, you can go to the design part. Suppose here is my table. I can go to the design tab. Okay, from here I can give multiple design, as well as there is another design tab over here from which you can set your table in different way. Okay, now if you go to the layout tab, you will get some buttons in the ribbon with, you can see, rows and columns, insert above, insert below, insert left, insert right. Only these 4 options are there. So insert above and insert below always will be used for rows. So whenever my cursor is over here, suppose I want to insert one row, just between Abhishek and Binay, means my cursor is in Binay right now, Binay Roy. So I want to insert one row just above this Binay Roy's row. So what I need to do, I'll click on this insert above. When I'll click on insert above, you can see one row has already came over here. Okay, this is the place where you can insert one another data. So this row have been inserted. Okay, now I want to insert one row just after this Chandan Ghosh, this row. So insert below option is available. You will click on this insert below. You can see that Chandan Ghosh has already came over here. So in this way we can share such kind of things very easily. So this is how we can add one row, and definitely if you want to add a new row at the end, you don't have to click insert row above. If you even click insert below, one row will come, or if you press tab from here, another row will automatically come. So that is another shortcut that you have came to know, that if I want to add one row at the end, at the last line, last row, after the last row, then I can press tab and I can do that. Okay, so next one is inserting a column or adding a new column into your Word document. So suppose there is admission number and name. I want one more column that should be added in between admission number and name. Then what to do? See, insert left, insert right. Two things are there. So this is where my column belongs. Now I want to insert one column to the right of this, because I want to put one column between admission number and name. So insert right, I'll select. So you can see one column came with new columns have came, which is between admission number and name, and it is a column right of admission numbers column. So in this way we can add one column to the right. If I want to add one column to the left, then I can choose admission number again and chosen this particular column and insert left. If I click on this, you can insert one column to your left. So this is the method by which you can insert one column and insert one row in your table. So this is the first thing that you have come to know from the table. Now I'll write something over here, like the suppose roll number, then I have written class. Okay, so class is over here. So any class you can set. So suppose 4 is there, and then I am writing 5, then is suppose 8. So in this way few classes are there. Now if I want to delete one column, then what to do? How to delete one column? Very easy. You can delete a row, a column, or anything you like. So where is my cursor? My cursor is in line number, means roll number 4. So if I want to delete this column, what I need to require? I will be clicking on this layout tab. From here, delete. From here I'll be simply clicking on delete column to delete that entire column. See, that column has been deleted. In the same way, if I want to delete the row, then I'll click on this particular box, any row that I want to, any of the box, here or here or here, wherever you like. Then you go to delete and then delete row. It will help you to delete an entire row. Okay, so this is the method by which you can delete a row or a column. So today up to this, tomorrow or then in the next class I will explain you the rest 3 parts, that is splitting a cell, merging a cell, and the last one is the last one and the most important one is resizing the column and column width and the row height. So thank you students. I hope I made you understand everything and get everything known properly from this particular video, and soon I will be sending you some worksheets which you need to complete. Thank you and have a nice day.